Okay, so it's time to get to the actual meat of the episode, I suppose. Peter, of Peter's Political Perspective on YouTube, has made a video specifically for Rumble, because, according to him, it's too hot for YouTube. Mostly what's happening here is, Peter just goes more on about his conspiracy theory nonsense, his election denialism, all sorts of random crazy crap. So we're gonna watch this video. Just know, I don't endorse anything Peter says. Peter's a conspiracy theorist, a delusional conspiracy theorist at that. So nothing about what he's about to say is true. Let's check it out.
They're trying to attack me because they can't attack Q, because Q is the truth.
Our brightest days are just ahead.
When we get out here into the future here,
Daddy Sume posts a link. Someone check Daddy Sume's link.
glorious, amazing place we're gonna be.
Daddy Sume rickrolled me yesterday, so I'm not falling for that one. All of Daddy Sume's links get checked now.
It's gonna be the greatest uniting of a country ever. And we're gonna look back and say, all this had to happen to get to this great place. Because once again, we will be one nation.
It's safe. Great.
Why? Under God.
One nation under pillow. How long until aliens get mentioned on Peter's videos? He might mention them in this one. It's like a 30-minute video.
Our country and for our children, the best is yet to come.
Oh, there it is. Alien disclosure.
This is my first uncensored political video. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna show you 9 and very interesting, very exciting videos in this Peter's Sky High Politics, and it's gonna be so good. Now that I'm uncensored, this is just gonna be a Rumble exclusive. I'm gonna tell you guys everything I've been wanting to tell you.
Oh yeah, the alien disclosure thing is just part of his intro. I know that. Mike Max says, okay, one question about the Illuminati. How long were they in power and why hide when you were in control? Yeah, the Illuminati thing never made sense to me.
Trump is winning. I'm going to explain exactly why he's winning. I'm going to show the deep state panicking. So much exciting content. But first, let me dive into a little bit of an appetizer just to warm up the excitement. Are you ready?
Just to warm up the excitement. What an order.
Watch this video.
To say to all the patriots around the world.
Yeah, I would just tell everybody to make sure that you realize that you're not alone out there around the world, or certainly in the United States of America. There are people out there fighting for everybody, for every freedom that we have. So don't worry about it. We're going to be okay. Just keep up the good work and keep helping us out in any way you can. So God bless y'all and God bless America.
So General Flynn is saying, guys, it's going to be okay. Relax.
You'll notice Peter's entire belief system and the Q thing basically hinges on his willingness and strange obsession with trusting people like Michael Flynn and Mike Lindell and all sorts of people like that who are clearly non-credible, who are people who have been broken out of prison, basically. I shouldn't say broken out of prison. The president has pardon powers. But let's call them questionable pardons from Donald Trump. Not Mike Lindell, obviously. Mike Flynn. But, like, literal people who got caught lying to the FBI and were convicted. But apparently they're trustworthy now. Interesting stuff.
It's going to be okay. Guys, this is huge because General Flynn is a credible person. He works at the Pentagon. He works with Trump. This is Trump's, like, good friends, and he
worked at the Pentagon.
He knows the plan, and he's like, guys, it's going to be okay. Calm down. Don't worry about, like, if you are panicked at this point, please.
Ron Watkins is Q. Yes.
Do what General Flynn is saying. Calm down. We got it in the bag. It's all going to be okay.
There are rumors that he was actually trying to sell the Q account a while back for $1 million. Did I hear Gatesgate got deeper? I heard he was allegedly paid for sex with a minor, which doesn't surprise me. Nick says, someone you covered on stream yesterday said, quote, subhuman aliens, and since I was watching the VOD, I wanted to scream, if they're visiting our planet, then by definition contradicts the term subhuman. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's going to be good. Doesn't matter if you're not even in the United States. If you're somewhere around the world, it's going to be okay. There are patriots fighting for our freedoms. This next clip is so good. Linwood is saying that Trump has always been fighting for us, that he's still our president.
Is waiting for the day.
Yes, Linwood, the person whose ability to practice law has been revoked by the Georgia bar unless he decides to get a mental health evaluation, which he is refusing to get. Very trustworthy.
When Donald Trump steps out in front of the cameras to the masses and says, I'm back.
Aren't both Chans, pedo, and Nazi posting things? 4chan has gotten better at moderating away the CP stuff. And I think they banned Q stuff on 4chan, but there is still a lot of Nazi posting. 8chan I've never gone to. I think it's 8kun now instead of 8chan. But I've never gone there. I've heard they have a serious CP problem. Mike Mack says, you know what's sad about people like this is that they bubble themselves in order to feel better or special because they can't accept how reality actually works. Yeah, I talked about it. I think in yesterday's stream we did a Peter video where I talked about sort of the root cause of some of these beliefs, and it's really, really sad.
You're waiting for that day. I'm waiting for this day. The day when Donald J. Trump walks out on the stage in front of the masses and looks at you and says, I never left. Because he didn't leave you. Donald Trump did not leave you.
I mean, not voluntarily, but he lost the election, so he had to leave. It's kind of how that works. And then he got banned from Twitter for inciting violence. Fun stuff.
He did not leave you. Donald J. Trump is still president of the United States of America. And don't you...
Hold on, I'll check for you. No. Joe Biden appears to be the president. Glad we could clear that up. Hydrate.
Forget it. 80 million people said, we the people, we picked Donald.
Nick says, that's a lot of words to say. I don't want to practice law anymore, Lynn.
Donald J. Trump, he is your president.
What do you think, guys? Trump has always been our president.
Ooh, a hat's off, so I gotta put a hat or something on. Any preference on the hat? Mike Max says, or glasses, I guess. Mike Mack says, I believe in God and ask for help, yet I still do work myself. But these people, wow, these people are on another level of delusion, right? It's very strange. Whatever I want, cool. I'm gonna go with these glasses then, because I think they look nice. Someone else recommended I use lupine as a hat yesterday too. Why? Lupine is not a hat. She is my kitty.
He has never not been our president. He's still our president. Now, this may be symbolically speaking or metaphorically or something like that. But what he's trying to say is that Trump never gave up. He's always been in a position of power, and he's kicking butt.
He's wrong. He's wrong. Trump has been at his club in Florida, as we've seen from footage of him there, pictures of him there, video of him at people's weddings complaining about bullshit. We know where Trump has been.
Whooping the deep state. So this is very exciting. I love this clip of Linwood. So if you watched all my previous videos, you know about how I've been saying that the White House is completely empty and Biden didn't have access to it, and Biden...
You're wrong. The White House is not empty. There are many photos of people inside it. Hold on. White House. I don't know, does their website, thewhitehouse.com, have, like, updated bullshit? Because they take a ton of promotional stuff, right? Obviously. But the thing is, with the White House stuff, live White House events. The thing about White House, Biden, 2021. The thing about it is, you can show a million pictures of Biden in the White House, of his staff in the White House, which many exist, you know, obviously, because he's the goddamn president. But whenever you do this, then Peter and other people who are into the same election conspiracy stuff will just say, oh, well, that's a fake set. That's a set. That's the fake White House. Nah, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Live feed of White House. These guys usually have one. Not all the time, though. Here's one. Doon, doo, doon, doon, doo, doon, doon, doon. See, there's people walking in front of the White House in the street. There's someone actually on the property walking in front of it right now. There are people at the White House. Mike Mack says Biden in the White House is the new moon landing. Like, there's probably fewer people in the White House than there are historically. I wouldn't even disagree with that. COVID is still a thing, even though I would imagine everyone in the White House at this point has already been vaccinated, which is a good thing. Still, I imagine they're taking precautions and letting fewer people in than normally would be if we weren't in the middle of a global pandemic. I shouldn't even say in the middle. Near the end.
Biden has been filming in Castle Rock, California. Well, bombshell truth, I have a video that proves everything that I've been saying about that. Check out this video, guys. This is confirmation that I've been right about major things I've been talking about in my
That'd be impressive, because you've never been right before.
Political videos.
Watch this. So Linwood calls Joe Biden Joey Bribes Bandito. And he goes to the White House.
Oh no, he's falling for this one.
To prove the White House.
So if you don't know what this is, Linwood has a bunch of pictures he took while Trump was still president, of him walking around the White House, taking pictures in different parts of the White House. These are pictures from before the election, when Trump was still president. So he's been doing this thing on his, I don't know what website he's on at this point, Gab or Parler or whatever, and he's been posting these pictures and being like, I'm looking around for Joe Biden, even though, of course, Linwood does not have access to the White House at this point. And dumb QAnon people have been like, oh my god, he's in the White House right now. Apparently with the misunderstanding. I guess these people think that if you see a picture for the first time, then that means that picture was literally just taken. Like, they don't understand the concept that people take pictures and then we'll show you them later. And the picture was taken in the past and not 5 minutes ago. So, yeah.
Is empty. First of all, the fact that Linwood can get access to the White House means Trump has the keys to the White House. But anyway, he goes into the White House and look what Biden finds. I waited in this room for several minutes, but still no Joey. Joe Biden's not in that room. Joe Biden's not in this room. He's waiting patiently. Nope, no Joe Biden here in this room. How about here? Oh, wait. White House is completely empty. That's what I've been saying for months. Nope, no Joey. Joey's not in here. How about here? Anyone here? Got a bit lonely waiting in this room for Joy, so my
that one doesn't even have him in the picture. That's just a picture of a room in the White House.
executive assistant stopped by to keep me company. Still no Joey in this house. Wow, my incredibly efficient executive assistant agreed to wait here in case Joe Biden shows. I left to search other areas of the house for him. Guys, the White House is empty. That's what I've been saying for months. And Linwood is literally in the White House. And first of all, the fact that
Peter, these pictures are old. These are old pictures, Peter. Pictures can be taken in the past. And then you have those pictures. Like let me pull up a picture, okay? Let me find an old picture from my camera roll. Okay, here's a good example. Here are pictures of my previous roommate's cats, right? Because cats are cute. Now, this is in my living room, okay? You see these kitties? That's Charlie and Kiki, who are very cute kitties. Now, this is in my living room, but see, these cats haven't lived here for like a year. You can have a picture of someone in a certain place, even though right now, they're not in that place. These cats are not in that room right now, and they haven't been for a year. This is the same thing Lin Wood is doing. He has pictures from when he was in the White House, and now he's posting them as if he's there now. Cool Cat says Hannah went from 2 to 4 cats real quick. Thrash Mio says, holy shit, Hannah's with her roommate's previous cats right now. Yep, that's how it works. That's exactly what I was saying. Definitely not the opposite.
He has access to the White House means Trump has the keys.
D-Zug with 100 bits says, Peter's narration kind of sounded like the Honey Badger guy. Joe Biden didn't give a shit.
He's in the White House, and it's empty. That's what I've been saying, guys. No Joey, still searching. Oh, look at this. Still empty. Not sure if I can find Joey in this house, so I thought I would check outside. Nope. White House is completely empty, people. No Joe Biden in sight. One more room to check. Wow, I thought I might find Joey in the China room making a legal deal for himself, but nope. No Joe Biden. Guys, can you believe this? Lin Wood has literally proven what I've been saying for months.
No, he hasn't, Peter. He's not in the White House currently. These are old pictures, you idiot.
The White House is empty. Nope, he's not there. He says, I was right. No Joe Biden in the Oval Office, but I did run into our President of the United States. President Trump is hanging out and working in the office in which we re-elected him to serve in a historic landslide victory on November 3rd, 2020. Now, this part is a joke.
See, he has to recognize this part as a joke, because even for him, this goes too far. But all of the pictures are from the past. This one definitely is. There's actually, on the... Hold on. What is it called? Shoot. On the cult headquarters. That's what it is. Cult headquarters. On the cult headquarters subreddit, which is a good subreddit if you're looking into the debunking the QAnon stuff. They talked about this. Let me see if I can find it. They had a whole thread on this Lin Wood bullshit thing. And I know someone had a citation to when the picture was actually from. Surprise! It was like a year ago. Let me see. It might be a different thread. I'll try and find it. Did I save it? It'd be good if I saved it. One sec. Saved posts. Yeah, here it is. Okay. March 2020 is when that picture is from, of Donald Trump. You can find it on Twitter. You can find it in a Mother Jones article from March 11th, 2020. So, all these pictures are from the past, Peter. You have to recognize it for that picture, because someone already posted the citation. The other pictures, he probably just had for personal use, and now he's posting them as part of a joke. Someone check out the actual data on the pictures. I don't know how to look at metadata, and I don't have the picture posts from this, so...
I don't think Trump is literally in the office. I mean, if the whole White House is empty, what would Trump be doing there by himself? That doesn't make sense. But what's interesting is the fact that
sad for anyone
if you went to the White House when Trump was president, it'd be full of people, and you'd see Trump there. Not all the times, but sometimes. But when Lin Wood goes to the White House right now, it's
Lin Wood is not in the White House right now.
empty. And this is the big bombshell. Lin Wood says, I was going to swing by Castle Rock Studio to search for Joe Biden. First of all, Castle Rock Studio does ring a bell. I've been telling you for months, guys. I've been telling you that Joe Biden is in a studio in Castle Rock, California, of a fake White House. And here's Lin Wood confirming it. Confirming what I've been saying, that White House is empty.
This is what annoys me about this too. These conspiracy theorists will circularly confirm each other's bullshit. So the origin of the conspiracy about Castle Rock Studios came from, I don't actually know the exact source on it, but it came from one of these grifters like Lin Wood or Mike Lindell, or just one of these random Q pages, and then these other crazies like Lin Wood hear about it, and they'll spread it, and then Peter will hear Lin Wood talk about it, and then he'll go, see, he's confirming, even though they probably heard that bullshit conspiracy rumor from the same source. Them both hearing about it to Peter confirms that it's true. Hydrate? Okay.
Joe Biden is being filmed in Castle Rock Studio. And then this is the craziest part. It even gets crazier. Ghost Ezra suggested I head to this location. So Ghost Ezra, someone who I talked about before, and he messages Lin Wood and says, hey, Joe Biden is here. So is your brain mind blown yet? First of all, White House is empty.
Whoa, he posted a picture of a graveyard. My mind is blown.
They've been filming in Castle Rock, California, so I've been right about both those major bombshells.
Peter, you don't have any confirmation that those things are true. You're assuming Lin Wood is right and has some source for this information. Hats off. Do you have a preference for what you would like me to put on in terms of glasses or hats?
Pieces of truth that I've been telling you guys. Also, Ghost Ezra is implying that Biden's already been executed in military tribunals because look, he's saying, guys, Joe Biden is here in the graveyard. And the craziest part is that Ghost Ezra, who actually I do get a lot of intel from, I wasn't trusting Ghost Ezra so much because he does push the flat earth theory. But everything else Ghost Ezra says makes a lot of sense.
No answer. I'm just going to put on a random hat then. What the hell is Ghost Ezra? Another QAnon conspiracy theorist who gets cited a lot by these people. He's also a flat earther, fun fact.
Lin Wood is basically endorsing Ghost Ezra right here. Is Ghost trying to tell me something?
Princess Amelia, thank you for gifting a sub.
Guys, what is going on here? Well, first of all, we know that I've been right about White House being empty.
No, you're not, Peter. You can't just claim you're right and act as though it's the truth.
We're right about it being Joe Biden being filmed in Castle Rock, California, was a fake White House owned by Amazon, Jeff Bezos. And I've been right about the possibility that Joe Biden's already been executed.
You're wrong about all of these things, Peter. You can't just say, well, I've been right. Other people also mentioned the thing. That's not how this works. Daddy Sume says, why not? That's exactly what his pastor does. I forget. He's in a cult. Of course he doesn't understand how this works. I'm not gonna toot my own horn here, but my hair looks nice, and I think I look cute as fuck right now in this, with the hair.
Military tribunals and Guantanamo Bay, but I don't understand this whole Lin Wood endorsing Ghost Ezra. It's going to be one of three things. One, Lin Wood doesn't know who Ghost Ezra is. Two, Lin Wood is endorsing everything Ghost Ezra is saying, including the flat earth theory. What? Or three, Lin Wood is endorsing everything Ghost Ezra is saying, but the flat earth theory is wrong.
Is Peter about to become a flat earther? I can't say I'd be surprised, but I would be disappointed. D-Zug with 100 bits says, do you think Peter gets really excited when the weatherman shows Santa Claus on the radar? Yeah, maybe. Catherine CD, thanks for subscribing at tier 1. Ooh, we're on a hype train, 70% of level 1.
Everything else Ghost Ezra is saying is right. So what is going on here? I want to know in the comment section, what do you think about all this, especially
I think Lin Wood is crazy and an attention seeker. That's what I think, Peter.
Ghost Ezra? Ghost Ezra trustworthy? Is flat Earth theory real?
No, Peter. No. Peter, if you listen to anything I ever say in our entire back and forth relationship here, listen to this, okay? Flat Earth is not real. Do not start believing in flat Earth. One crazy conspiracy at a time, Peter, please. Casual Snark with 200 bits and Marv Lafayette, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the community. I appreciate that.
What a crazy question to ask. But the fact is, Linwood is endorsing Ghost Ezra. Ghost Ezra says the Earth is flat. So things are getting way crazy over here.
See, this is the problem with the way Peter thinks. We're at 20% of level 3. Nice. He doesn't actually think you need to have evidence of what is being said. He thinks if he believes someone to be credible on faith, like Lin Wood or Mike Lindell, then if someone like Lin Wood endorses a flat earther in some way for some other thing, all of a sudden he starts to lend credence to the idea of flat earth because that person believes in flat earth and espouses it. He doesn't care about actual evidence, he cares about who is saying a thing. Did someone who says things I like say a thing? Then they're believable. That's not how it's supposed to work. You need to look at the credibility of the evidence and its basis in reality. You can't just be like, well, a guy I liked said it. Puka the Duka with 200 bits says, bring on the hype. Thank you.
Here, I don't know what's going on.
When's the next alien barbecue? Next month. I'm going to pick up Peter, and we're going to have a nice alien barbecue up in the spaceship. It'll be good. Marv Lafayette with 100 bits and Unkempt Flamingo with another 100. Thank you.
I don't believe the flat earth theory, but we have Linwood endorsing Ghost Ezra, and he is saying that, so that is something to ponder.
It's always funny that it goes only one direction, too. If Linwood happens to endorse a flat earther, it has to be that the flat earth is more credible and not that Linwood is less credible for promoting someone who promotes something obviously false like a flat earther. You know what I mean? Peter doesn't use it as an opportunity to go, wait a minute, Lin Wood is promoting a flat earther? Maybe Lin Wood isn't that trustworthy. No, it has to be that the untrustworthy thing is more trustworthy because of Lin Wood. Lin Wood cannot be made less trustworthy by endorsing someone who believes in flat earth. Riot Bunny Queen, thank you for subscribing for 10 months. Pyromancer says, I'll bring the mushrooms.
For sure. But we have Linwood confirming things.
Let the aliens know that they've taken my sonic screwdriver and I want it back. You can borrow mine. Hold on. This is the custom one I had made. It's pretty good.
I've been saying. So this is crazy exciting, guys. Oh my gosh. What do you think?
Wow. So Linwood is confirming I've been right. The White House is empty, proven as a fact. On top of that, Joe Biden has been filming Castle Rock, California in a
No, he hasn't.
studio owned by Amazon. Big guy.
Is this guy religious? This guy is in a cult.
Guys, this is very exciting.
Like a literal cult. His pastor calls himself a king and wears a crown, and his wife is the queen and wears a crown. And they all wear crowns, and they bring their AK-4, I shouldn't say, they bring their guns to church and, like, hold them like they're religious objects. It's really gross.
So exciting. And Ghost Ezra, is he trustworthy? I don't know, but it's very exciting that Linwood has kind of endorsed them. Now let's get into the main course. Are you guys
67% to level 3, and we only have a minute and a half left. We got to get to the level 5 today, folks. It's the last day of the month.
Ready to hear how we're gonna kick butt and how we're winning and why we should be so excited? At the end of this video, you guys should be super excited, super happy because we are doing so well. So the audit is basically where all our attention should be on. The audit is that in Arizona is the big thing that's happening right now.
Oh, this audit is sketchy as fuck too. This audit's being done by a private company whose CEO is a QAnon believer. It's not good. They're gonna pull some sketchy shit. And also, I think later in this video, which I've already watched, he shows Rachel Maddow also being concerned about the fact that it's, like, incredibly biased, this people who are looking at the ballots. And they, like, make fun of it. And it's like, no, that's a legitimate concern, Peter. Putting a silly meme on it doesn't make it untrue. Princess Amelia, thank you for gifting a sub. Casual Snark, thanks for 500 bits. Doodleburb, thank you for subscribing for 4 months. Ms. Bird Hat, thanks for 100. BD Kappa, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the community. Much appreciated. And Makra3940, thanks for subscribing with Prime for 6 months. Level 4 complete! We're so close. Space Executor, thank you for gifting a sub as well.
Start off
50, 60, 70% to level 5.
with a little bit of an appetizer, a main course appetizer. Check out this video, someone confirming that the whole election was secured because it was a sting operation. Check this out.
He just believes anyone who says a thing he likes. It's bonkers.
Government official named Steve Pisnak, and look at him and his background's very.
Princess Amelia, thank you for gifting a sub, and 0M80, thank you for gifting 5 subs, bringing us the level 5 hype train. Y'all are amazing. You're the best community on Twitch, and I appreciate all of you, your viewership and support. Thank you very much. Nick says, if the audit does something sketchy, permanently ban everyone involved in the audit from voting. I don't think you should be banning people from voting. I do think if you committed fraud, though, you should go to jail.
Impressive.
This is really a sting operation, contrary to what everybody
Wow, 171% of the level 5. Pretty good.
else said. Trump knew this was happening. Eric knew this was happening and warned the public.
I don't think Eric knows what's going on the vast majority of the time, so I don't think it's a good person to say was in on it the whole time.
Steve Pachenik, sorry about that.
I knew this was happening. However, I could not say anything about it. What happened was we watermarked every ballot with what's called the QFS blockchain encryption code. In other words, we know pretty well where every ballot is, where it went, and who has it. So
the basic claim here is that they use some super secret technology watermark to track all the ballots, which is funny. Again, I've talked about this before. The states print ballots, not the federal government. So Trump and his cronies would have no power over anything involving the printing of ballots for elections. So this conspiracy theory falls flat on its face just based on the premise alone. Tigra with 20 bits says they're doing an audit because they claim transparency issues and then are like, no, our audit must be done in secret. Oh yeah, it's I would call it hypocritical, but they're not even trying to not be. They're just, bad faith actors. Toing24 says, LOL, this is the UV light shit they're doing, nothing but ruining the ballot so it can't be scanned. Yeah, it's messed up. Hello.
You're so pretty.
Thank you.
this is not a stolen election. On the contrary, we reversed the entire game.
Believes in flat Earth now.
he's getting there.
Game of war along the lines of Sun Tzu, the art of war. And Trump was brilliant and still is brilliant at it. The reason he hasn't been seen, and Alex correctly said, I haven't seen him in several days. Well, in the art of the war, you pull back, allow your enemy to make all the mistakes that they are making.
There you have it, guys. The election was a sting operation.
Okay, but then Peter, if it was, which it wasn't, because this is nonsense, why would they wait until after the ballots are certified, all the states are certified, after Pence says, yeah, good to the election, after the Electoral College votes, after the inauguration, after Biden's first 100 days in office? None of that makes any sense. You get that, right? If there were actual crimes committed, then they would catch them for those crimes prior to all of those things happened. This'll sound good. Thanks for following.
Blockchain watermarks
on 26 seconds left in the hype train.
On every single ballot, which means they can track where everything the ballot's been, and they can track every individual ballot. With this blockchain technology, I
would love to ask Peter, what's blockchain and how is it being used to protect the ballots? Because I don't know what blockchain is off the top of my head, and I very much doubt Peter does either. I feel like this is when he started talking about quantum computers in our discussion, and I had to be like, Peter, what's a quantum computer? And he had no idea what a quantum computer was. Nick says, because they want stochastic terrorism, they want violence against non-Trumpers. Yeah, they do.
Secured the election once and for all. They tricked the deep state. They knew exactly what the deep state was going to do. Print a bunch of
ballots or NFTs. It's just numbers. It's not magic trackers. Yeah, I don't know why he thinks a watermark would track a ballot, like, physically. Like, does he think it has a GPS on it?
It's like, oh, you're going to cheat that way? Okay. Blockchain, watermark technology, boom! Now we're going to catch all you guys in treason. Because of treason, you'll go to military tribunals in Guantanamo Bay and you'll be executed. So this is...
Peter, Guantanamo Bay. Say it with me. Guantanamo Bay.
So exciting. It was a sting operation. Everything's going perfectly according to plan. Guys, this...
I'm Peter Hanna, and I want all my political enemies put away for life. Because I don't like them. To the gulags.
This is exciting. So listen to what Mike Lindell is saying about this audit. And he knows, he understands what the plan is. Listen.
Or executed.
But finally, they're auditing as we speak. And you know what? It's all going to come out. Now, whether people can get the word out of the results that come out of this, because you know what? I will sit here and tell you everything I own. I'm telling you, what they're going to find there is going to be the tipping, everything will fall like dominoes.
Mike Mack says, we hate big tech. Now let us use big tech to prove why we hate big tech and why we won. Hydrate, can do. One sec, I gotta check something.
After Arizona because of what they're going to find. I'm telling you, this attack on this country.
Remember the video he wanted you to take down because of the Death Wish thing? Yeah, I did take it down too, to be nice, even though I didn't have to. And now I wish I hadn't, frankly, because he's such a disingenuous fuck. Who continues to promote the idea that a bunch of random politicians and stuff need to be executed. Like, he's such a disingenuous fucker.
Done through these machines, it's absolutely...
Put it back up? Honestly, I should. I downloaded it.
One of the most biggest crimes in history, but you know what?
One of the most biggest crimes in history.
Where I'm very happy because we have the evidence and they're basically, caught. It's just a matter of here. It's all coming out. It's coming out everywhere.
So he's saying this is the domino. He says, I'm betting all my wealth. All my wealth. Did you hear that? He's betting all my wealth. He's worth like $300 million.
Mike Lindell literally has a history of compulsive gambling. And you're like, this guy, the former cocaine addict and gambling addict, he bet all his money on this. Which, by the way, is a figure of speech. He didn't actually put any money down on this. He's just saying, I would bet all my money.
That this Arizona audit is going to be the domino that's going to spiral all.
Peter, what constitutional article is going to somehow put Trump back in office? Like, please, explain to me. Even if it were found somehow that Biden was involved in some sort of, like, election fraud thing, which he won't be because that didn't happen. But even if he did, and he were charged with something, then he would be removed from office, and then Kamala Harris would be the president, because she's the vice president. And if she did something or was implicated, then she would be removed, and then Nancy Pelosi would be the president. There's a chain of command, and Trump is nowhere in the chain of command, Peter. Nick says he's not saying explicitly that he wants his opponents to be executed, but he is so giddy when he says it. You can understand what he's saying. He clearly is saying that he wants his political enemies, the Democrats in this case, to be executed because he thinks they're all evil Satanists. Casual Snark says, given that even Newsmax and One America News said Biden won my state in early November, I highly doubt Trumpists can do anything about it. No, they won't. But they'll sow more, like, distrust in America's electoral process, which isn't great.
The whole election and destroy the fraud and everything. He's betting all his money on. He's like, guys, this is the big deal. This is the big thing. So for 4 or more years, we've been on defense. The good guys have been complete defense right now, just setting traps, being on defenses. Now we are on the offense. We're killing it, guys. We're doing amazing. The good guys are doing amazing. I'm just trying to help out and wake people up. But
you're doing a bad job.
Trump and his team have been doing amazing, guys. Now listen to what Trump has.
That's true.
Has to say about this Arizona audit. So exciting because he's like, guys, pay attention to this audit.
What? I'm not saying you are. I was talking to Peter. Oh, okay. Well, good job.
It's a big deal.
Incredible. I think it's going to be eye-opening because, I have no question. I personally think that I have no question we won Arizona. We had rallies. We had such enthusiasm. Nobody's ever seen anything like it.
We had the best rallies. No one has had rallies as big as mine. I don't know how I lost the election, okay? They said Donald. They call me Donald. That's my name, Donald Trump. They say, Donnie, we have the biggest rallies, the best rallies. We have the biggest rallies in the country. So many people come out to see you, even though there is a global pandemic, okay? Rally sizes don't mean votes. Surprise.
Then all of a sudden, we lose. People couldn't believe it. And the same thing in...
My good friend, Herman Cain, he came to my rallies. He was a great man. He died coming to one of my rallies because of the COVID. You see, Herman Cain, great guy. Thank you for coming to my rally. He's dead now. But the rest of my followers, very good, very great. They're the best. Patriots, Americans. I can't believe it. I can't believe that they say, I lost the election. I am the greatest president in the history of presidents. What are you doing? I'm the best.
Pennsylvania, same thing.
That fell apart at the end, but what are you going to do?
Thing in many states. I mean, we didn't have to win too many more. We almost won this thing with the wrong numbers. But if you look at what happened in Wisconsin...
Casual Snark says, this is certainly offensive. I'll give you that.
Where information's coming out that's incredible. And don't forget the Washington Post, and I guess it was called Washington Post ABC, they came out with a poll the day before that I'm 17 points behind in Wisconsin. Well, actually, I won Wisconsin, all right? But it was close. Even if you took their number.
It fell apart at the end like Trump. Pyromancer says, we all know that Trump actually won all 50 states. Yeah, Tim Pool said he would, so why would I ever think otherwise?
Numbers, which are incorrect. We won Wisconsin. They come out, and that depresses the...
Yeah. Tim Pool is brilliant. His beanie just gets in the way.
Tim Pool is the antithesis of brilliant. I'm going to move this in a second.
They don't vote. It's called suppression. It's depression and suppression. They don't go out and vote. And despite that, we did so well. And so it's very interesting. They're looking at numerous states, and I think it's going to be an eye-opener. But one that's really moving now is and it's very interesting to watch Arizona. The Democrats sent, I heard, 103 lawyers to try and stop it. Now, if the vote's honest, they're doing it's called a forensic audit of all the votes. And right. if the election is honest, they're not going to be sending 103 lawyers. What do they have to hide? You say, what do they have to hide? So
they're upset because a partisan private company is going to be looking at these and probably altering ballots illegally. It's going to be real bad.
Just keep your eyes out for Arizona. It's actually being broadcast live. It's live all over the place. They have runs of the people working in there, and they're supposed to be great people. So we'll see what happens. But
they're supposed to be great people. I hear they're very supportive of me. They're the best people. I'm the best president. We work together. It's all good. Please give it up for my good friend Mike Pillow, his social media website, Frank's Speech, the greatest social media site in the history of the world. Okay? There are no Democrats on Frank's Speech. It is the greatest social media site in the history of social media sites.
I have a feeling I know what's going to happen because I think it was a totally crooked election. I think the whole 2020 election was totally crooked, and many people agree with me.
You thought the same thing about 2016 because you lost the popular vote. Stop being a sore loser. Mike Mack says, this reminds me of an argument I done with someone that supports Trump, even though they try to hide it and say that Trump did a good job. But when I show him the fact, he stops talking. It made my day.
You may be one of them.
There's no one at all on Frank's speech. Now listen, the bias media, okay? Cecil0812, he'll tell you that because there's no one on Frank's speech means that is why the Democrats are not there. But really, let me tell you, the best people, the people who voted for me, Donald Trump, they are there. They're watching my good friend Mike Pillow, okay? They're waiting for their account. The Democrats, they're too afraid. They are cowards. They're too afraid to go to Frank's speech, the greatest, okay? They will not go there because they are afraid of the truth, okay? I think I'm getting better at the impression. I want to put that out there. I think I'm getting pretty good at it.
So there you have it. Trump.
Day 10 of Frank's speech being a failure. Yeah, is it still the same? Let's look. Yep, still the same. Lame. Logart says, holy shit, did Trump snort like a pound of coke before this? The constant sniffles and snorts and wheezing. I think he's more into, like, Sudafed type stuff. Nick says, dear Trump, eat a dick. Casual Snark says, Frank's speech was an opportunity missed. He could have made it sexy and called it pillow talk.
Trump himself saying, guys, keep your eyes on the Arizona audit. This is the first thing that is going to really turn things around for us. So I'm so excited for this Arizona audit. So the deep state is pulling out every single thing they have in their playbook to stop this audit because they know it's a big deal. Even CNN was admitting that this audit is going to be a big deal. They're like, it might be a small deal or it might be a big deal. CNN's admitting it's going to be a big deal. So different things they're trying. For example, they sent 103 lawyers over to stop the audit. They've been like trying to pause the audit, delay the audit. So many things they're trying to do. Now they have started a huge smear campaign, which is kind of funny because the people who are smearing it, like Rachel Maddow, she's like scared, she's afraid, she's stressed out. They did Body Language Ghost on YouTube, did an analysis of Rachel Maddow and showed that when she talks about this Arizona audit, she's very scared and she's stressed. Ooh, I'm so scared.
Where Trump news? Don't know what that means.
Let me show you 2 clips of Rachel Maddow talking about this audit. It's just interesting because she's definitely panicked. She's stressed out about this audit. But
I would be too. It's fucked up. The fact that this like partisan private company working with Trump and other weird Trump supporters are doing an audit, that's fucked up. Peter, would you be okay if like Biden administration people and a private company that supported Biden openly audited the votes as opposed to a bunch of different nonpartisan or bipartisan groups did it together? Same thing here. Pyromancer says Trump's news channel, and Mike Mack says Trump's own news channel. Oh. He might do one eventually. I have no idea.
Forced to cover it. So, like, take that, Rachel Maddow.
How long do they keep the ballots? I'd imagine that depends on the state. The states run elections, so...
So anyway, check out these videos.
The Trump world really does think that the...
I'm going to skip past these parts just because I don't know what MSNBC's deal is with clips like that.
One thing that has stuck out is a little bit concerning. Now, like I said, Trump has Project Looking Glass. He can predict all their moves. He's probably predicted this happen, obviously.
Peter, no one can see the future. This is not a science fiction film. This is real life.
But it is still a little concerning is that there's some type of festival or carnival that's been put right next to the audit, which is extremely sketchy. And then I'll tell you exactly why that's sketchy.
Check this out, guys. So they're doing a carnival on the last minute.
Not a carnival!
Right before. So check this out, guys. So they're doing a carnival right next to the Arizona audit. Most important thing happening in the world right now. And they're doing a carnival next to it. The carnival is super sketchy. It's definitely something weird is going on. Listen to this about the carnival that's happening right next to the Arizona audit.
Trump Looking Glass is a chicken and egg. Wouldn't viewing... This is what I don't understand about the premise. Like, viewing the future would change the future because you would have knowledge of the future, which would change your actions so you wouldn't be able to see the future. You know what I mean? Be a feedback loop. He is citing a Chan or something, yes. This is for Chan or 8kun. This is actually a screenshot from 4chan with the screenshot from something else on greatawakening.win.
When I was talked to Lee a few minutes ago, she told me the Coliseum would be roped off, so there'd be no issue. She refused to answer my questions. Basically, this person called to find information on the carnival, and they weren't given any information. This event has no listing, no permit, no vendors. No one has ever heard of it. Owners are impossible to contact. Carnival was canceled when the audit was paused, rescheduled when the audit resumed, and then expedited when the audit started.
At least
to
whoever took
uncover
the
fraud.
screenshot is using night mode.
There's no price listing for anything in this carnival. The entire event was completely set up in 7 hours. Wow. And then you have these lists.
They always fall for the fake Craigslist things. Anyone could make a Craigslist page, Peter. If you want to make something like this, you go, okay, I'll make a fake Craigslist listing that's asking for actors, and then I'll screenshot it.
Listings like this, telling people, it looks like to come to the carnival, actors are needed.
Nick says, at least whoever took the... Oh, no, read that one.
Hour. What? Are these actors, are these going to be protesters? Like, sketchy things going on about this carnival. Why do you need to hire a whole bunch of people, 500 people, to go to this carnival? And then,
Frogs
it's
all
called
the way
Crazy
down.
Times.
Crazy Times Carnival. Arizona State Fairgrounds. Let's see if there's any basis in a carnival actually being there. It said Arizona Crazy Times Carnival, April 29th through May 9th. So there is a carnival. Crazy Times Carnival. Arizona State Fairgrounds, April 29th through May 9th. Rides, food, games, vendors. They're going to have a Ferris wheel, alien abduction, circus train, cliffhanger, clown, cyclone, elephants, farm tractors, flying Dutch, G-Force, Goliath slide, insanity, conga, motorbikes, Pirates Island, puppy roll, rock and rodeo, teacups, twister, VW bugs, zero gravity, zipper. They're going to have food, Totally Baked Cookie Joint, Dutchman's Funnel Cake, Enzo's Pizza, Turkey Leg Express, Sweeties. Like, this is a carnival that they're going to have. You see what I'm saying? It's fine. Peter, it's a carnival at a carnival grounds. Casual Snark says, is this the real life? No, this is fantasy. He's caught in a landslide. No escape from reality. Yeah, we'll take a look at that in a minute. The carnival website is better than Frank's speech. Low bar. But see, they even have, like, vendors now and stuff. Like, it's a carnival, Peter. It's a carnival that's apparently happening right now. $5 admission or $40 for admission plus unlimited ride wristbands. There you go. Go to a carnival. Or don't. It's just a fucking carnival.
Oh, and look, oh good, they're holding a sketchy fair, announcement on the same lot as Maricopa.
H. Baird says, remember, there were all these clown sightings in 2016. We're through the looking glass here.
Audit. Oh my god, this is crazy, guys. And so, look, this is the audit, where the audit is, and this is where the carnival is going to be. Crazy. My gosh, guys. This doesn't make any sense. This is someone who lives near the area. They said, I have lived in Arizona all my life, Maricopa County, to be exact. I've never heard of this carnival.
I mean, carnivals are often traveling carnivals. Is it shocking that you haven't necessarily heard of them? What's the name of this one again? Crazy Times Carnival. Let's see if this is like an event company or something. Pyromancer says, I'd say the lowest bar is Marcel's website. Probably true. Yeah, it looks like their website. Crazy Times Carnival. Maybe this is a different one, though. It's pretty generic. I guess I'd have to see... events? Yeah, I think this is a different Crazy Times.
Arizona State Fairgrounds with a fun event taking place. Hey, Anita.
We are getting crazy with our friend Brianda. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So this is legit.
Yes, it is.
We are going to have some real fun in person. We're not driving through.
Not driving through. You get off your car, free parking here at the Arizona State Fairgrounds. Crazy Time Carnivals.
For the record, I think this is a bad idea, though. I don't think we should do carnivals for at least 3 or 4 more months. Unless you're requiring vaccination, but still. Ew. Mike Mack says, hope Peter doesn't think clown from space are after him.
It's happening now through May 9th, 5 p.m.
You
to
think
10
it was the
p.m.
right
So
website?
bring the
It was just the
family,
main company?
Have some safe
Fair enough.
fun.
Might have been
Try
anyway.
all the State Fair food classics and all the
Oh,
rising
fried
games.
Twinkies. Fried Twinkies are the bomb. Fried Oreos are even better. Ooh, one time I had fried Reese's at a carnival. Amazing.
I've been planning this for the past year now, so it's so exciting to
Emmo
see
Addicted
people
says,
coming out
back
and
pay for
enjoy
Twitch,
it.
not notifying you of the
Yes, it is
stream.
nice.
How
You
is
know, it's
everyone?
not
Hi, I'm
the
Emmo
Arizona-
Addicted. Welcome. You missed the hype train. It was pretty rad.
State Fair, but it's a little piece of it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a great time to come out and, you know, it's your time to, you know, try some food and some rides at the Arizona State Fairgrounds.
We're going to go try some food, but first, in case I can't get back to you, website to purchase tickets.
We did not
and for
cover
all that
Duggar yet.
information.
You don't purchase tickets online. It's all here at the door. So
Great.
just come enter to 17th
Yeah.
Avenue and McDowell.
Yep.
And, you know,
I
come
know.
go straight to the gate and buy your tickets.
Super easy. How much are tickets?
$4 admission, $5 admission gate, or $40 gets you in and unlimited rides.
You always got to do the $40.
Now I'm
You
going
got to
to
do the
head over and
$40
chat with my
wristband
new
to
friend,
these things.
Dominic,
Otherwise,
the
it costs
Midway
more.
Gourmet.
I like rides, though, a lot, so I just ride the rides back to back to back. You know the ride at carnivals that I like the most? Is the one where it's like the seats that are on like one... What's it called? It's basically on a thing that spins around. The tilt-a-whirl, is that what they're called? Or the scramblers? Those are a lot of fun. I like the rides that go in circles and get you dizzy. Casual Snark says, I don't get sick very easily, so I'm fine with them. Casual Snark says, alien abduction is one of the carnival rides. If Peter goes on it, does it mean Peter now has been abducted by aliens 4 times?
We have all the staples.
This is, let me tell you something. If you're craving all the fun fair foods that you've been missing for a year,
This is it.
this is the place to do it, of course, right?
So you're telling me I have to
Oh,
try the
look
pickles?
at those
Yeah, we're
elephant
gonna try the
ears.
pickles. This is the crunchy, flaming hot Cheetos and cheese pickles.
Yes.
You know I'm not going to eat that because
Yes.
I won't be able to talk.
How about I do
I love fair food. It's so disgusting. I love it.
this right
Okay,
here?
you do
So you
that.
can do this one right here. What I want to tell you about
Cheesy
this is
pickles? That sounds good.
it's got the spiciness of the Cheetos. It's got the acid of the pickle.
You want a funnel
the
cake?
creaminess of
We
the
all
cheese.
do.
It's delicious. It is Flavor Town all the way when it comes to carnival food.
Flavor
I
Town.
love it.
Flavor
I love that
Town.
item. But there's so many
Pickles
other
are
things. There's something
disgusting.
for
Who are
everyone.
you, bubble
We have
bath?
savory.
Pickles are
and we have
delicious.
some sweets.
Spiro, which is the tea blocker that I'm on, makes you crave salt because it makes you pee more than usual. So pickles are a really good thing for salt cravings because they're low calorie, but they're very salty.
So look at
Oh
They
my
better not be
goodness
sweet
gracious,
pickles.
that's for
I
Juan.
agree.
That's for one, right? What
Juan's-
would it be like coming to
Juan's
the
going to
fair?
be snacking on
Right.
that on the way to our next hit.
Without a
Corn
cookie.
dogs.
Corn
Pee out
dogs,
your
of
ass?
course. Fresh
I
baked
don't.
cookies. You want to grab one of these? You want to try one of these
Oh
cookies?
my
Can
gosh,
you get in there?
this is amazing.
These cookies are
Cannolis.
fresh stuffed cannolis.
Yeah, I got 'em.
Churros. Of course, everybody asked me, Dominic, are they going to have the deep fried Oreos? Of course, we're going to have the Oreos.
That's an Oreo?
That's the deep fried
Oh,
Oreos.
Oh, the
my
deep
God.
fried
I'm
Oreos
going
are the
to try
bomb.
this though right here.
A little bit of this right
You
here.
said I can put my hand in here.
Absolutely.
You,
You
guys,
can
so
put your
Emmo
hand in and
Addicted
grab it.
says-
Yes, get it. It's
and this
fresh.
is made.
When I was a kid, Polish fairs like this were notoriously badly policed and irregulated and had accidents, so my mom never let me go. But considering every store from my friends was either the emergency room, food poisoning, or broken bones due to misfitted harnesses, I can't feel I missed out on much. Fairs are fun. You should come to the States and come to a fair. They're fun.
Fresh.
Just made fresh.
Oh my gosh.
Pickles are just
Okay, here we go.
cucumbers, yeah,
Here
that
we
have been
go.
You get it in your
brined.
mask.
Mm.
Doesn't that bring you back to like when you were a kid and when life was simple and when it was fun There's something for everyone. We've got
Oh,
caramel
yeah.
and candy
That
apples
is the correct
and kettle
website, because
corn
that
and
guy had a
funnel
patch
cakes.
on it.
We love the
That guy had a patch on it from this company. So this company is the one that puts them on. Do they have About Us? Let's take a look. Ray Kamek Shows Inc. has been providing carnival entertainment to fairs and guests since 1963. So this company isn't even new. They've been around since the 60s. It's like a carnival entertainment company. I imagine they take their equipment and travel to different areas and put on fairs for money. That's a company that exists. These are some of the best pickles for snacking. Comes in spicy as well. Let me look. Oh, snap. Hottie Bites. Hot and spicy pickle snacking cuts. I don't really like hot pickles, but I'll try and look for the oh snap pickles sometime.
funnel cakes. Come on here. Let's see if you're a carnival chef.
Here we go. So you can do powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar.
This one has
This is
Oreos.
the Oreo one with
chocolate. Oh, Oreo funnel cake.
That's chocolate syrup and Oreos.
Okay.
Or we'll give it just a little bit of powdered sugar first.
I'm going crazy.
Give it the gas. Give it the gas. Oh,
Deep
my
fried
goodness,
pickles
look
are
at
good
that.
too.
Wow, my
Look at
God.
that.
How much fun is it being able to cook all this and then serve it to the people as they walk up?
You know, it's the smiles and the laughter, and everybody has so much fun. It's whimsical. The foods are fun. They're fantastic. They're wacky. They're wild. But they're what we've been doing for over 150 years in America with all these crazy foods. We love the people.
Don't fix it.
That's right. You know, we
Right?
come out with new things every year, but we do have the traditional, like this cotton candy. Your grandparents would come to the fair. This, by the way, this and the candy caramel apples were really the only two sweet treats that you could get back at the turn of the century in 1900. And this was king of the sweets until the new millennium in 2000, when it was the deep fried everything. So, but this just brings you back, doesn't it?
This is better. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, one more time. When, where, why, how?
Arizona State Fairgrounds now through May 9th at 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Free.
Emma Addicted says, let me tell you, there's this Polish small farmer who makes amazing pickled stuff, including pickles, onions, Polish-style pickles, more salty and sour, not as spicy or sweet as American. I may start putting them to my mom's corner store. Yeah, they sound good. I don't like sweet pickles. I like really, really salty stuff, so I'd probably like those Polish-style pickles.
Free parking. Admission is only $4 or $40 for unlimited rate
$4 is pretty good. I thought it was
5 p.m. to 10 p.m. So come out and have fun.
There you
Arizona
guys
State
go.
Fairgrounds.
I'm going to sit here and eat cotton candy, because what else do you do
I'm going to eat with you.
when you're at the fairgrounds?
I'll eat with you.
That's so awesome.
So it's just a normal carnival that's at carnival grounds. It's not the carnival's fault that the dumb MAGA weirdos decided to hold their audit next to the fairgrounds, Peter.
Googled it. It's sketchy at best. Under rides, more info to come later. Under food, more info to come later.
Right, because they hadn't gotten their vendors list completed yet, and they weren't sure exactly what stuff they were going to send. Because as a company, I would imagine they own a lot of different fair equipment, different vendor stands and stuff, and they hadn't figured that out yet. They knew they were going to hold the event, but they didn't know what stuff they were going to send, and then they did, and then they put it on the list, which it is now. We saw it earlier. So again, Peter, you're freaking out over nothing.
Never seen anything like this before. It makes me very nervous.
You've never seen anything
Please
like this
pray.
before? You've never seen a fair at a fairground before? Don't hold your audit next to a fairground if you don't want a carnival next door, you idiots.
Pray for this audit to go well. I think, on top of all the lawyers and everything that's been sent this way, the deep state is trying everything.
The person I just banned is very strange and sending me messages. I can't read them.
To shut down this audit because this audit.
They're trying to.
I thought so. Oops, I skipped ahead. Sorry.
This event has no limit. Cancel protest. This is my life. Makes me very nervous. On top of all the lawyers and everything that's been sent this way, the deep state is trying everything in their book. They have like a ton of plans, a ton of different strategies to shut down this audit because this audit is going to blow up in their face and they know it. So this is crazy, guys.
So as you can see, sketchy things are going on, but Trump has Project Looking Glass. It should all be okay.
Trump does not have access to a future-telling machine. Sorry to break it to you. Towing24 says, over under 1.5 chuds bring guns to the carnival thinking it's a child trafficking ploy to get some sweet, sweet adrenochrome. Oh god, I hadn't even considered that. Pyromancer says, why does no one ever talk about the shallow state? How in the world are you alive from consuming carnival food? Shit looks like a fried diabetes bomb. It's a carnival. It's like a once, maybe twice a year thing. Like Pride, has some Pride I went to a couple years ago at least had some carnival food. It's pretty good. But that's like the only carnival food I ate that whole year. It's supposed to be indulgent and ridiculous. That's the point.
I recommend that we just keep fighting with our prayers, with
MMO Addicted says, today was me making lasagna day, a holiday from the family where I cook for 8 hours and then hand out lasagna. My brother called today's batch perfect. I used Parmigiano Reggiano, mozzarella di bufala, and a lot of smoked scamorza for the cheese and venison. Boar and a nice fattier ribeye for the meat. I'm eating one entirely by myself. That sounds amazing. Please make me food.
With our information, wake people up, but we live in exciting times. So this is the most exciting video I've ever made. I'm so excited to make it.
That doesn't speak very well to your other videos, Peter. This one's been one of the more boring ones, honestly. Which is probably why I spent so much time off topic. Sorry, anyone who's watched the video this far. Gosh, dang it. I keep skipping ahead. Or behind.
But we live in exciting times. So this is the most exciting video I've ever made. I'm so excited to make it. It's so good to finally be uncensored.
You thought he said we won? He did say that. Funny.
Some people ask me, Peter, why are you talking in sarcasm? Look, in my previous Peter Sky High Politics, if I didn't talk in sarcasm, they wouldn't have allowed that video to even be on YouTube. So when I talk in sarcasm and do the Peter's Fox Report, whatever, it's because I had... Look, Frank's speech, they were supposed to allow me to post videos like a week ago, and they're not. So this show was initially supposed to be completely uncensored, and I can't really do that because Frank's speech is not up, so I can't really monetize that platform. So I'm just doing what I can. The first Peter Sky High Politics, I basically watered down my content, which I didn't feel comfortable with. The second Peter Sky High Politics, I told you what I wanted to say, but I had to do it sarcastically to get through the YouTube filters and keep my video online. But this one, I was like, no way am I going to do it sarcastically. This is a big video. You guys got to hear all the truth. So one last thing I do want to point out. Please donate to me and through PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, in the description below, because I really do need the financial support. The reason my channels got taken down was because literally literally Patreon sent me a message and said, because you support Q, we're taking you down. And YouTube did the same. I didn't break any community guidelines, but
it breaks community guidelines to spread election conspiracies on YouTube. I'm not sure Patreon's TOS on that, but it wouldn't surprise me if they have something similar. So yes, you did break TOS, Peter. Stop lying. MMO Addicted says, I mean, sure, I love cooking for the social experience of it, sharing the happiness and effort to make it. Back before the pandemic, I did lasagna Fridays with my brother, his wife, and his vegan sister-in-laws, trying to perfect the vegan version of my lasagna, but that recipe is top secret and apparently pretty good.
But basically,
gotta make it for Baja.
It was, they found out I had talked about Q and YouTube took me down. So all my income other than the donations has been erased because I've been fighting for Q and the community and all that. But
the fact that they don't call themselves the Q-munity means that they've all failed.
As you hear in the very intro of my Peter Sky High Politics, they're attacking me because they can't attack Q, because Q is the truth, guys. So go ahead, attack me, do whatever you want. I have supporters who are going to donate. I really hope more.
That tight puzzle person is just spamming me bullshit. And I said, you really like attention. And they just replied, yes. I appreciate the honesty there. That's the end of the conversation, though.
More people can donate. I've got 2 donations this month. I do need more people.
I feel kind of rude to say get a job, but in this case, it's not. He's got kids. Yes, he does.
To step up and donate. I would really appreciate it because I'm 100% donation funded right now. And I'm still going to do this no matter what. But I really appreciate your financial support, especially with my wife taking off a few months for maternity leave. The extra income we're going to be fine. We have a little amount of money saved up, so it's not like we're not going to, if I don't make money, we're going to starve to death. We're going to be okay.
Of course not. You live at your parents' house. They probably still buy your food.
But like, realistically speaking, we got debt to pay off and all this other stuff. So
Oh, the debt thing is so sad. Peter shared such a sad story with me about how much debt he's in. That's private, so I'm not going to talk about specifics, but oof, Peter. Very oof.
So if you can donate, I'd really, really appreciate the support. If you've gotten this far in this video, you're probably one of my bigger fans. So please consider donating if you can. Donations are my only source of income right now, and it would mean a lot. But I love making this content for you guys. I actually pulled a neck muscle and really hurt myself this morning, and I was gonna considering stop working, but this is my passion. This is what I'm excited about. I love sharing this optimistic news with you guys. So I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna make the videos anyway because it's such good content. It has to be released quickly. So thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for your support. I hope you like this uncensored political video, my first one. And it cheers you up. It makes you happy because, man, we live in amazing times. And now that Team Trump is finally going on the offensive, this is where it gets fun and
now they're on the offensive? What was the campaign for, Peter? Towing24 says if Peter wasn't a genocidal weirdo, I'd feel bad for him. Yeah, I'm on pretty much the same page.
Exciting. Oh my gosh.
Weird carnival rides from around the world as a cleanse before we do the Duggar
Epilepsy
thing.
warning.
Yeah. That sounds good.
I'm just so happy about this. All right, guys. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your year. This can be amazing. Cheer up. Everything is wonderful. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.
God, Peter. I feel so bad for Peter. Honestly. He's just not in reality. He does not reside on our plane of existence. You gotta sign in to see comments on Rumble. That's sad. Pyromancer says, I think Peter confused being on the offensive with being offensive. The Arctic Angel says, Peter, it's okay to hope for someone to sweep your problems away. It's okay to dream, to fantasize, to hope. It's not okay to drag yourself and other people down because reality is uncomfortable. Agreed. So that's Peter's most recent thing. I don't think anything he said is any more bad than anything he normally does. I think he could probably post it on YouTube and have the same effect as his other videos. He's going to get banned from YouTube either way because he's ban evading in the first place, but anyway, let's move on.